Hello, class of EDUU 526. My name is Giselle Garcia, and this is my journal number 8 for the course. In today's journal, I will be discussing a misconception many people have relating to bilingual education and why it is considered to be one. I will also discuss why it is considered to be false with evidence support, and I will talk about how bilingual education is essential for ELL students, and finally share one insight that I learned from the chapter that I can take into my classroom to make sure that that there is equality and equity present in my classroom for all of my students. One misconception that many people have relating to bilingual education is that having to learn in two languages is confusing for the brain. People tend to believe this because learning a language on its own, it's hard. But when learning two languages at once, it can be challenging for the brain to switch from one language to the other. Many people believe that this overwhelms the brain and makes it harder to learn. I heard a lot of bad comments about this misconception when my children were young, telling me that I should only focus at teaching them only one language at a time. But it is considered a misconception because it is the complete opposite. Learning two languages actually improves your language skills. When the brain switches from one language to the other, it actually strengthens and enhances the ability to focus, prioritize, and multitask. Trotner mentioned that young adults who knew the two languages performed better on attention tests and had better concentrations compared to those who only spoke one language. Learning a second language can protect against Alzheimer's as well. Recent brain studies have shown that bilingual people's brain function better and for longer after developing the disease. And on average, the disease is delayed for about 4 years compared to monobilinguals. As stated by the Equal Education Opportunity Act, EEOA, of 1974, school districts and state departments of education need to ensure that every individual receives equal participation and remove the language barrier for ELL students, as well as subgrants, ESSA, which award grants with the focus to improve instruction and academic context for ELL students. This also supports families as they are provided funds to provide the necessary support and accommodations for non-native speakers. Bilingual education is a key in achieving student success. There's much research that proves bilingual education enhances education of performers, creates critical thinkers, problem solvers, and increases students' acceptance towards cultural differences. One insight that I have learned from this chapter is the importance of bilingual education and all of the different program models that exist. I also learned that not all programs might work for all individuals, so finding the right program that works for individuals is very important. I want to take this into my classroom to ensure that equality and equity are present. I work in a school with a very high percentage of ELL students, and I know that as an educator, I need to advocate for their mandated ELD time in order for my students to be successful and proficient in the English language. So advocating for that dual language programs that we have in our school, or for that ELD time, pull out time, it's very important because it helps my students be successful and ensure that they are equal to all of the other individuals receiving language and being acquiring that English language proficiency. This is all that I have for this journal. Thank you.